What's up, guys? So we're going to be testing out the low light capabilities of the Panasonic S5. So here we go. Well, I'm already like 100% lost. I am at 30 frames per second, so this is when the Panasonic S5 does struggle with its autofocus. So let's see if we can do this again. We'll go slowly. And there we go. Eye detection still capturing me, but I'm completely black on the screen. But we'll see that if I can recover those in post. So right now I'm completely lost. There we go, I'm back at it. And let's go outside where it's extremely dark. So the A7S Mark II would actually still have me in the shot right now. Go ahead and turn around, got the light from the kitchen way over there. My pop's in the kitchen. Come on, focus, focus, there we go. So the autofocus box is picking them up right now, even from all the way out here, all the way zoomed in on the kit lens. So, and now let's see if I'm in focus. Don't know if I'm in focus, but so this is like extreme low light. This is as low light as you're gonna go, really. So I'm gonna try to recover some of these shadows in post to see how the 10-bit internal 4K does. So this is 10-bit at MOV file. So it's not an MP4 file, it's actually recording at an MOV 150 megabytes per second. I'm going to go into a darker area real quick. So right now, it is completely dark on this side. Just a little bit of light penetrating through there, but really not all that much light. And the eye detect is actually capturing my eye right now. So this is extreme low light. It's not so much important of whether or not you can see me all that well, if you can't make me out. Or you can make me out, because what you really want to see is the shadows in the background to see if there's a lot of noise in the shadows, because sometimes you want the cinematic shot of you staring outside of a window when you could be inside. But coming from the A7S Mark II, the low light on that camera was absolutely amazing. What did kill it for me was the stabilization. Every time I went into post to look at one of my videos where I was walking and talking, the stabilization was just absolutely, it would absolutely ruin the shot. So that's the reason why I wanted to go with the S5. Even though I know that the focusing was probably going to be about the same, maybe a little bit better, maybe a little bit worse, but I knew the stabilization was going to be on point. So not so much more the 10-bit Kodak. I'm not really interested in color grading my footage all that much, but the stabilization was a big factor for me. So there was a whole bunch of handheld shots where I was just walking and talking to the camera, and the image didn't look all that good. So right now we got all three stabilizations turned on to see how that fares well with me walking and talking. And this is also the kit lens. The kit lens did have in-body stabilization. The stabilization would actually be 6.5 stops, and at 6.5 stops it's not as good as the R5, but you're talking 6.5 stops of stabilization. You're basically in the gimbal area. So the R5 and the R6 have 8 stops of stabilization, but you can't record to both SD cards at the same time. That was also a deal breaker for me. Like if I'm gonna go for the R6, which was almost the same price as this Panasonic S5, but I couldn't record to both SD cards at the same time. That's a bummer. Now, for me, I only lost footage one time, which was when I was doing the waterproof electric skateboard video. That's the only time where the SD card failed on me, and it didn't like completely fail and then I couldn't use it anymore. It just didn't record that one segment where I hit record at. It actually said that the image was disrupted or something like that, so I wasn't able to record that one specific video, which was about a 5-minute clip. Not all that much big of a deal, but when it comes to like doing something that's important where you're only gonna do once in your lifetime, like a wedding, or if you're going on a trip and you're only gonna be there that one day and stuff like that, you kind of sort of want that protection of knowing that the SD card is not gonna fail on you whatsoever. So that was a deal breaker for me, not getting the R6. If not, I would have definitely got the Canon R6. The stabilization is the best, and it's also doesn't cost as much as the A7S Mark III or as much as the R5. But the reason why I got the S5 is because it's smaller than the S1H. It's cheaper than the A7S Mark III, even though I already had the Tamron 17 to 28 millimeter lens. Yeah, it was just cheaper. It got 4K 10-bit. Doesn't really call my attention too much. I don't do too much color grading, but it's there when I need it. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos like this, and I'll see you guys on the next one. By the way, when it comes to low light scenarios, I do carry around this little light with me everywhere I go, so I don't really need the power of the A7S Mark II for when I'm talking to the camera. But if I was trying to record a subject or something, I definitely need that low light performance. So you're not gonna get it out of the S5, but it's something that I'm willing to take an L on. So this is the little light that I use right here. It's way too bright right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put that down to the lowest setting before I blind myself. So here is the lowest setting on that little light that I carry around. So this is what I would be using for most of my shots, whether I was recording on this camera or on the A7S Mark II. So as you guys can see, I'm perfectly lit in, and we're gonna go outside to the dark area, see what this looks like. I'm also gonna make a comparison, but I just wanted to throw this video out there real quick because I'm super excited about having the Panasonic S5. So here I am again in that super dark area. See how this fares off right now with the background. Actually the sun has completely set, so there's nothing in the background, but we'll just see what the noise level is like. So automatic settings, 4K, cinema 4K, so not ultra HD, and all automatic settings. So right now I'm at ISO 6400. Whoa. See what the noise level is behind me. And we'll also see what the stabilization does to me now that I am in focus. Or now that I am very well lit with this little light. And if you guys want to pick up one of these small lights, they're only about 40 bucks. I'll leave my Amazon links below. And that's just about it. Alright, so here we are walking around outside. It is extremely windy. So luckily we got the wireless Rode Go with the little wind muff on it, which works extremely well. But it is so windy outside right now. So I guess the eye detection does not work with a face mask on. But the face detection does work, but not the eye detection. So maybe in a future software update they will put eye detection to work with the face mask. Wow, look how good the stabilization on this is. Oh, yeah. It looks like it's a gimbal. So here we are testing the low light capabilities of the Panasonic S5 in Rincon, Puerto Rico. You guys can see we're in low light right now, just walking around the park, and it looks pretty good. ISO is set to automatic 20,000 on the kit lens f3.5. And in this particular scene, I wasn't even being careful the way I was walking. I was just walking regularly. Like if I was careful, you probably wouldn't see none of the small jitters. So I'll see if I find some B-roll of this plaza, particularly where we were at last time, about maybe 3 years ago, where it was live music in this area right here, and it was live music in the front, and this whole place is just filled, packed with people just hanging out, partying, having a good time.
It's on Thursdays. It's an art walk.
Yeah, on Thursdays they have the art walk, but because of COVID, I don't know if they have it. If they do have it, we'll stop by on Thursday and check it out. Show you guys the difference between a Sunday night where everybody has to stay in their homes and a Thursday night. That's if they still have it. If they don't have it anymore, then it's over.